Hey everybody, this is Drew,
And it's Blake.
And this is Brian.
and you're listening to Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Controllers podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 92. We got ourselves a special, another special one for you. We are doing another Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Controllers presents Lock, Stock, and Three Smoking Controllers co-op endeavors episode. We're going to forego the internet presence preamble, and we'll kind of jump straight into it. We are doing, this time, two games. One just because it was incredibly short. We knocked it out about two sittings. And the other one we played more, but we lost interest fairly quickly, and we'll rag about it as we get to it.
Yeah, because part of the concession of these episodes was to talk about games that we three beat together. And this is the one game that we did not beat together. So
no,
we'll get into that.
It's just the first.
It's the first. Is it the?
Well, there's also no beating the game either, is there?
I guess there is no. Well,
no.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
All right. First game.
So with that, our first game is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes from the half shell. Play apart! They are the world's most fearsome fighting change. The heroes in the half shell and their queens. When the evil Shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut him no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant
Originally came out June 16th, 2022, and then a little while later would come out on PS5 and mobile. And the Android and iOS versions were actually published by Netflix, January 2023, because they're dipping their toe into video games.
Yeah, but I thought they did their they did like Bandersnatch kind of gamey, and then they bought the company who did Oxenfree because they want to make an Oxenfree TV show. I thought they were doing like narrative games. It's weird.
Oh no, they've got a few different games now that you can play on Netflix.
Oh, you can play Minecraft Story Mode, but still is a narrative game. But Turtles is not a narrative game. How would you play that on Netflix?
It's a streaming game on mobile devices. They stream it through their servers onto mobile devices, I guess.
That's
I don't
trippy. I wonder if they would have to pair a TV show with that, you would think. Be the whole point of Netflix doing something like that.
I don't have.
No, they're starting to get that gaming money, man. They're doing the Netflix gaming. They're just like a stop to go to get stuff, and like their whole customer base for that is just casual gamers. So people that don't do a PlayStation, don't do an Xbox, don't do a Switch, but then they're on their Netflix and like, oh, what's this game?
You can click on it like an iPad or something and just go at it.
Yeah, it's just like with games over like the Fire TV or whatever, that kind of low budget.
Those were
stuff.
Low. That was like Match 3 and stuff,
and like Flappy Bird and that kind of stuff that's on there.
Yeah, huh? That's interesting.
But Match 3 games are all over the place, and they make stupid amount of money.
Very, like Brian said, very casual stuff. I just don't see I guess a Match 3 Ninja Turtles, which is awkward because there's 4 turtles. Maybe it's a Match 4 game.
Middle-aged housewives love to match things. It's just part of it.
They could tell their young kids that I played Ninja Turtles too. I play them Ninja Turtles as well. They can talk to their kids about it. Parents want to connect with their kids in some way.
They do.
Give them give them a Match 4 Turtles game, and they can talk to their kids about how they play the turtle game too.
I do, and as a nerd, a self-proclaimed nerd, I feel like that's why our mom liked Big Bang Theory so much, because she's like, oh, it lets me connect to my kids, and then she would try to talk to us about it, and she's like, oh, they talk about superheroes and who would win, and I'm like, I hate Big Bang Theory because it represents the Hollywood nerd, not real ones, and she's like, oh, okay.
They never talked about it again.
I felt so bad.
How mean are you? My gosh, she just wants to connect.
I didn't have the realization until later after I crapped on the show. I was like, oh no, I think she was trying to connect to me, and I felt horrible.
That show sucks though.
Yeah, yeah, definitely pretty sure
But
that's
really
why
though,
Mama
no.
like watched it.
Anyway, back to Turtles.
Other nerd things. All right, so Turtles, TMNT Shredder's Revenge is developed by Tribute Games. They've been around since May 9th, 2011, and they have made 10 games, but that's 10 games with an asterisk. Asterisks. I can't. You know what I mean? The little star that everyone doodles on things. It's
From here on out, an asterisk is going to be a doodle star. That's just it's now known as.
exactly what I'm talking about. It says 10 games with an asterisk. Asterisks.
Move
Can't
on.
say the freaking word. Because 3 of the 10 are remakes of games that they made in the past. I say in the past, it's only 2011, but they would go to remake like 2010 to 2016 and then like a 2014 game into 2018. So I'm sure they're remaking them 4 years later on like it's like they were mobile and then they made the console versions with it.
See anything we've heard of?
No, not a
It's just a real quick no.
No.
It's all a bunch of. It's literally all they make are side scroller beat 'em ups, which is what this is. It's literally all they make. They make 2D side scroller beat 'em ups.
I wonder how they got the Turtle license then.
I don't know. We got Ninja Sinkai, Mercenary Kings, Curses and Chaos, Flint Hook. It literally like they're just going down all the genres. You got ninjas, you got mercenaries, you got ghosts and goblins, you got pirates, but just as side scroller beat 'em ups.
But Turtles is the only one that's a licensed product.
Which is strange. And they've also published one game, which was a sci-fi side scroller beat 'em up called Steel Assault.
Was it their own?
No.
They published their own, self-published their own game?
This was actually released for Windows and Switch and the Amazon Luna is.
Every time the Amazon Luna comes up, I know what it is. Every time it comes up in other podcasts, everybody's like, what is this? It's just Amazon's little gaming service that nobody plays on. As far as I know, nobody really plays on it.
No, and
It
they
was
really want you to
developed-
buy the controller too. The Amazon's always trying to push a Luna controller for no reason.
But so they've
We're talking about cloud stuff off podcast. I guess is it kind of like a Stadia or anything like that, maybe, or like you
It's exactly-
it's like a Fire Stick gaming. I mean, is it?
It's
a
exactly
cloud
like a
gaming
Stadia.
platform
That's what it
created
is.
and operated by
Yeah.
Amazon.
Hmm.
Available only in US, UK, Canada, and Germany. It is powered by the Amazon Web Services as integrated with Twitch.
They have a bunch. Amazon's a big enough company. I mean, we say the same thing about Google. Why the Stadia didn't take off? That you think Amazon had enough money to make the Luna something worth having lying around your house? Maybe because like we talked about off pod. I thought like my cloud gaming for Xbox is I don't do it very much, but when I do it, it works pretty good. And I think Google and Amazon are both way bigger than Microsoft.
Yeah,
They have the money and technology to do better.
But they didn't put in the effort, and they didn't
Didn't Google
like,
abandon
dedicated-
Stadia like a month into it?
Yeah,
They
Google
pulled all their first party stuff and just completely abandoned it.
Yeah, they aborted it within 2 months at least of it
Yeah.
launching.
Well, the good news is, Drew, we have it. It's either $10 a month or included with Amazon Prime.
Oh, I gotta get up on that. Is there any? Never mind. Off podcast. I'm gonna look into that. See if there's any exclusives. On our podcast. We'll have some exclusive Luna games. This will be.
This is the Luna exclusive podcast.
It says
Yeah.
some of the Luna Plus subscriptions come with channels such as Ubisoft Plus and Jackbox Games.
Oh, bunch of games I've already bought already. Okay,
Yeah.
we're off to a good start.
So we'll look into it. Anyway, back to Tribute Games and their side scroller beat 'em ups. And that's literally all they've done. Literally just a bunch of
That's
different
it. We get
versions.
to the game.
They did some work on Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I do
Some
know
of the
that one.
co-founders did, yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, 3 of the co-founders are former Ubisoft. What is it, Montreal or
Alumni.
Quebec? Because they're from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. 3 of the 7.
That was a good because like we again off podcast we skip a lot of 2D side scrolling games, but Scott Pilgrim was one of the few that had enough flair to it that made it interesting. I feel like to play back in the day. They re-put it out again.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't because
Well, 'cause-
they didn't own it.
Yeah.
But that game got re-put back onto modern consoles.
It's actually
I
being
think.
made into an anime nowadays.
The game come out, and then I think the anime come out and stuff like that. That was a fun little beat 'em up we played back in the day, but only because of the Flash. It was multiplayer too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The movie wasn't terrible either. The
I
movie
love
was
the movie.
actually
I
Good.
think that's what's his name's best movie.
Michael Cera
Michael
or Edgar
Cera's
Wright?
best movie.
Michael Cera or Edgar Wright?
Ooh, that's a toss up. Edgar Wright makes a lot of good movies, but it's probably Michael Cera's best movie. I mean, I love
It
that
was
part
good.
where the girlfriend knocks on the door
Knives.
and she's like, "Is Scott here?" And and you see him jump out the window behind him. It's like, no, I ain't seen him.
I think he just left.
I think he just left. He jumps out the window.
And he reaches back in to grab his coat.
Jacket. Such a funny movie.
It's one of the best, especially for like video games and stuff. It's one of the best
It's
movies.
very, very good. Anyway,
But anyway,
Scott Pilgrim podcast.
I wonder because like this being side scrollers and stuff, and they work for Ubisoft. I wonder if the games that they worked on were like, was it Assassin's Creed India and Assassin's Creed Russia, which were the side scrolling ones?
Which I wanted to like. I played China for a couple hours and
China. Was it China, India, and Russia?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 of them.
Okay.
Did you play any of those, Brian?
No, I did not skip those. I knew better.
Because they were side scrolling, or because you didn't need more Assassin's Creed in your life.
Side scrolling mainly. I mean, Assassin's Creed comes and goes. I'm really hot and cold on those games. But when I'm on, man, yeah, I'm one of those 80 to 100 hour guys.
I'm in the middle of that right now with Origins. I tried China because I back when those came out, I was on the path of playing every single Assassin's Creed game until I gave up that endeavor when I realized I was about 8 games behind and I wanted to jump to the more modern ones to catch up. And now they're going backwards again anyway. So what good did it do me with Mirage? But I wanted to like it because I really enjoyed Mark of the Ninja. Now they're not related, but Mark of the Ninja is an incredible stealth side-scrolling game. One of my favorite stealth games of all time. And I thought, well, if anybody can do stealth again and make it fun in a 2D setting, hopefully it'd be Assassin's Creed. And something about China. I remember if it was the gameplay or the movement or something. Man, I didn't even beat China, so I didn't bother getting the other ones. I think they might have claimed them all on Games with Gold or something, but I'll never go back to them now.
Oh yeah, because there's no need to go backwards that far.
Can't go back.
Especially if you skip so many to get to where you
so
are.
I jumped from Black Flag to Origins, and now they've soft announced or rumored a Black Flag remake. I was like, so good. Now I'll go back and play Black Flag again before I do anything else. A remake of that would be on modern consoles would be.
Well, that would be awesome though if they do it.
Yeah, I mean, it looked incredible on the 360. I can't imagine what it would look like now. Get sidetracked here. We got to talk about turtles.
But that's going to take away from your Skull and Bones players.
Yeah. Where was I? All right. So the game actually has nothing to do with the original, was it like an 86, 87 cartoon, but all the inspiration for the game they drew from that.
The old arcade games.
Yeah. Mostly the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And it did well.
Yeah.
The game sold over 1 million copies in its first week, and then has since gone on to sell even more and all as it became on Switch and so on and so forth.
Game Pass. Well, I guess you don't sell copies on Game Pass,
but it's become incredibly well received across all the boards. And one of the best receptions people talk about is the fact that all 4 of the turtles from the original cartoon came back and reprised their role.
Yeah, the voice actors.
That's cool.
Yeah, good old. We have Barry Gordon, Donatello, Cam Clark, Leonardo, Townsend Coleman as Michelangelo, and then the ever famous Rob Paulson as Raphael. And they all came back, which is awesome.
Yeah, but they probably touched the turtles since the 90s, probably.
Oh yeah.
Getting lost over there.
No, I'm bouncing back and forth because I got some stuff that was too much to write down, so I had the article pulled up. And the other thing people constantly rave about, besides it being visually incredibly appealing, the art style is fantastic, the individual animations of all the turtles, and the fact that all of them, the individual taunts and so on and so forth. And with a free DLC came out after we beat the game technically, but we never played it. But the DLC did add in a brand new character, which was Usagi Yojimbo, who was an independent character from the Turtles in the mid 80s, but then they just said, screw it, let's go ahead and combine them because it just does well. He did well by himself, but he did better as a Turtles thing.
I thought it was a girl turtle. I thought it was a girl. It's a rabbit, ain't I?
Yeah, Usagi Yojimbo's a dude.
Okay, I thought it was a girl. For some reason, I thought it was a girl rabbit. I don't know why.
Because you're sexist?
Maybe because the last name is Ojimbo?
Yo Jimbo.
Yo Jimbo?
Yo, Jimbo.
I mean, seriously, how does it get? I mean,
besides him being added in, you do get for the first time. I don't think it's the first time ever, but you do get to play as April O'Neil and Splinter from the get go.
Well, that's not DLC.
Yeah, they're in the base game.
Did one of us play as April?
I played as April for the most part. I was like, because I wanted to play all the characters, and then she has a huge microphone or camera she pulls out of nowhere.
A camera,
a whirlwind move, and I was like, this is my character. I'm just gonna beat people to death with a camera stand.
I don't think any of us played as Splinter.
Mm-mm. And then when you beat the game, you get Casey Jones, and we all did that for an achievement. Played a level with Casey. I think we all did. I did.
We
did.
I probably didn't. Once I beat the game, I was pretty much done with it
because it's amazing. And the music and the soundtrack to the game, everyone just raves about because they took some cues from the original one and made kind of like revamp some of the songs and stuff like that, including some really good people, some rappers,
Ghostface Killah,
Mega Ran, Ghostface Killah, and Raekwon, as well as Mike Patton, who is the lead vocalist for the metal band Faith No More. All came in and contributed and stuff like that.
He died.
Who?
Faith No More. What am I thinking of? Here, I'm thinking of something else.
He's still alive. Yeah. He's only 55.
Well, you could be any age and die. I mean,
he posthumously contributed to the soundtrack.
I'm thinking of somebody else who died.
You could be negative and still be murked by your own mom.
That's cool. So a bunch of rappers and then the guy from Faith No More.
Yeah, which I thought was kind of strange.
They meshed very well together.
That's cool. I don't even remember the music, honestly. Of course, it's been months since we've played, so I don't really remember the music. But
it had good energy. I mean, it kept the pace going well, I think, and it fit what was happening most of the time. So
we're talking about music. You might better drop something in here good on the edit. So I want to hear some dope beats and rap behind this.
Obviously the Ghostface Killah track's got to go right about now.
Mess up your facial features. Hasta la vista, I'm selling all y'all little Caesars. All y'all stuff your face with is pizza. Pizza crack like a hard-boiled egg on Easter. See these muscles on me? I could beat your teacher. I'll defeat Leonardo, y'all become the weakest. I take off all of your mass and dismantle your features. Shredder, I cross the line like a letter. Smash all of you turtles, put you back together. Indeed, I squish turtles like
always. Now, the game itself is primarily digital. It's all digital, except for had some physical releases on the Switch.
Limited Run, I think, did a physical release.
I was going to Limited Run did a...
which is apparently, I don't want to promote them on the podcast. Apparently, they're not a very good company.
Oh, really?
They do physical releases of games that don't get physical releases, but they have really bad customer service, and they take your money right away and don't give you the game as quickly as they take your money. They take your money, and then you wait 6 months to get the game.
Because I know we have some of the steelbooks, well, people can't see on camera, but some of the steelbooks on your wall.
Yeah, I got from Limited Run back in the day before I knew how. I haven't bought anything from them in a while. I haven't bought anything from them since they did Indigo Prophecy. So I have a pretty cool Indigo Prophecy steelbook right behind me. But you can make it, I said behind me like anybody could see it. But I stopped buying from them after that. And then they really just kind of stopped having that. I still see them posts come across, but they don't ever, all the posts I ever see people complaining about how terrible they are.
Well, I'm giving them a pass because one of the editions of this game that came out, the classic edition, included a VHS box and a VHS tape box that contained the disc for the game. So
pretty cool. I think they also did. They might have done the Scott Pilgrim game as well.
I think they did, because what they put out quality. They do like some of the
hard to get your hands on it.
Yeah,
you just gotta wait for it.
Run.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
You only ever make like between 2 and 10,000.
It's limited run. They only make so many of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
They got to take your money.
Being limited. Limited is part of the appeal, I guess. I think it's their customer service and stuff like that, where they don't fare too well.
They have to take your money so fast so they can fund the thing they're about to make, because I'm sure they don't have a lot of money.
Well, if that's what they do, it'd be fine. It's just if they need to say that up front.
Yeah.
I had a thing one time. I ordered a thing, a steelbook thing one time. It kind of said that, and I waited like a year, and finally I got an email. An email was like, yeah, we didn't make it. Here's your money back. It was like a long. I'd bought it so long ago I'd forgotten about it, and I really wanted that steelbook too, but it didn't happen.
So we know that I played as April, and who did you guys play as? Do you remember?
I was Michelangelo, pretty sure.
I was
the party dude.
I was probably Leo. That's Brian's whole thing. He's been a party dude forever.
Yeah,
even though you look exactly like Donatello.
I mean, don't make fun of my shell. Nobody can see my shell, so just.
Well, I was referring to the Hunchback.
Oh, well, there's that too. That's what I call my shell.
You're disgusting to look at.
Yes, I played as Leo. I've always
Do you
wanted to play
remember?
as Leo. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I always play as Leo, and I'm given the choice of a turtle to play as.
I mean, I had fun while we played it. We got to go through all the.
Yeah, it goes kind of like I said. We beat it in 2 sittings, which this is coming right off. We didn't mention on the front end. This is coming. We wanted a palate cleanser after 100 hours of Dark Souls. This accomplished that, but much shorter than we anticipated. That's why we ended up with having 2 games on this podcast because of the other game that came right after this one. Kind of wish there was a little more. Like you kind of just it has a world map, which is kind of cool. There's not really a whole lot going. You get to drive the little.
It is like an old school world map, kind of like Mario.
Like Mario
World.
you drive your little truck around.
The turtle van.
I
I forget what it's called off the top of my head, and I feel awful for not knowing it.
It had a name?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel even worse now.
Got to Google the turtle van name. Shell Shocker. I was not telling what it was
It
called.
might have been actually called the Shell Shocker or something like that.
Something was called the Shell Shocker, regardless.
Had to. I mean, what do you want to say about the? Because there's not a lot to the game besides just clicking on the map stuff, and then you get all the different levels. But like we did,
We railed it. We
Like-
bent it over
like-
the barrel and showed it the 50 states.
yeah, straight.
There's a
straight
bunch of
in.
collectibles. I mean, that was what we spent most of our time doing was the collectibles.
We replayed levels.
Yeah, because you had to go back and get the different VHS tapes, and then because there was different arbitrary characters that said, "Hey, I've lost these 10 of this, and you need to find them or whatever." So,
Oh yeah, and they gave you.
and we collected the
experience.
Battletoads.
They
Oh
gave you
yeah,
Battletoads.
yeah. It is funny. We did collect Battletoad figurines, and then there were fairies from like Dimension X that we had to go free a fairy from every level or something.
Yeah.
I do remember those. The game was fun. Like that's my problem. Like with these side scroller beat 'em ups is they can be enjoyable, but there's literally a side scroller beat 'em up is the cheapest game in video gaming to make.
Mhm.
That's why there's so many of them because they're so I don't say easy, but they're so cheap to make rather. That's why they're all over the place. So you flood the market with it, and I'm just like, ugh, another 2D
Like
side
this
scroller.
exact same game, not Ninja Turtles, we would have never played it.
Oh God, no! I only played
No.
it because it was a
And
Turtles.
that's how we'd never heard of this company's previous game because they didn't have a license, which is sad to say. I mean, maybe the other games are good too. This game literally only got played because we're all fans of Ninja Turtles. Who's not what boy is not a fan of Ninja Turtles? Let's be
And that's the
honest.
only reason this game has this much success and was this much of a nostalgia beat. That's it. It runs off of pure nostalgia. And I think you enjoy it based off of how much you enjoyed the Ninja Turtles when you were younger. That's pretty much, there's
And
probably
it's
a
definitely
direct
targeted
correlation.
towards us,
Yeah.
people who
I
were
would
fan
think-
of
I
the
think we're
cartoon.
It's a kids game, but come on, clearly we're the demographic for the.
Oh, yeah, we're the
game.
target market.
Well, okay, we're saying that, but then there's that brand new Turtles coming out. Was it Mutant Mayhem in
Mayhem.
Manhattan or whatever?
Yeah.
And that looks fantastic. I'm super excited for that. The art style on that looks amazing, and the 2 times I've seen the trailer, I've laughed during the trailer because I'm like, I just hope that's not the funniest part in the movie.
Mhm.
It is.
And it looks
Don't worry.
good.
The art style is really awesome. Also, while we're on the, we need to talk more about this game. We keep getting sidetracked. There's not a lot. There's not a lot to side scroller games, but that the last Ronin thing, that comic book, that really dark comic book,
Yeah.
is supposedly getting a video game.
I heard about that. Do you know what that is?
Nope, I'm
The
clueless on that.
There's a comic book because Turtles was originally a comic, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a more
Danny Eastman or something like that.
yeah. There's a more recent like side story thing that was really popular called The Last Ronin, where all the other turtles get killed except for Mikey, and he's the last of the turtles, and he goes on like this quest for revenge. And apparently, it's a really sick little arc in the Ninja Turtles. It's like a little side story that's been done so well. There's somebody's making a video game based on The Last Ronin.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'd be down for
And
that.
that's like the adult side of, because Turtles, which originally Turtles was more adult and violent back in the day.
Turtles is
And I think they
incredibly
found their
dark.
kid market, so they kind of shifted the whole franchise.
Well, like
Last Ronin seems like it's going back to its roots a little bit.
the original stories had them killing people.
Yeah.
And the whole reason that they even exist is that Splinter, having been turned into a rat, not being a rat mutated, been a human being turned into a rat, was seeking revenge against Shredder. And he trained
It's
his.
pretty close to the same story.
I mean, but this
sorta.
is much darker.
Yeah.
Like he trained them to not be, to not be ninjas, to specifically kill this guy. That was their life's mission.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in a half shell," and they're like, "Oh, kids love this
And they
stuff."
like pizza.
We got to turn down
We can market this way better now.
we got to turn down the violence, and turn up the funk.
Turn up the funk. Oh, one of those limited run games, this is totally out of left field, but one of those limited run game options actually came with a Pizza Hut coupon.
Blake has a Blu-ray collection of the first 3 live action movies.
Four. It's
All
4.
Oh, it has that
That
animated one.
CGI one that technically comes after.
And his DVD Blu-ray box is a pizza box.
That's got grease
There
stains
you
in it.
go.
That grease stains in it.
I love it. It's awesome.
Really cool. Should really talk about this game for a few minutes.
I know. I feel bad. Like
Daniel's gonna hate. I said Daniel's gonna hate because Daniel loves. Sorry, Daniel. We know you love this game, but it's just you run through the levels and you smash up the bad guys. I mean, it really is a lot of what you do.
I will say, there's a mechanic that I didn't figure out the entire time we played. There's a throwing mechanic that I could not fathom.
I think I figured it. Me or one of us figured it out.
Yeah, because there was an achievement that came along with it, and we finally got the achievement
Like
that you
throwing
throw
the guys
enough.
at the window at the screen.
Yeah, off.
And I think I ended up getting it, and because you only have to do it like 10 times, I think I got it by accident every time. But I ended up getting the achievement, but I definitely got it by accident.
Yeah.
I mean, like we talked about before, it doesn't have a lot of depth, but it also can't have a lot of depth. I mean, it is what it is. It's good at what it does. It just does.
Anybody got any memories of a particularly favorite level or boss? You fight all those same.
You get to go
No-
through everybody.
All the notable bosses.
Bebop, Rocksteady. You go
Mhm.
through what's his name? Oh my god! Of course, you fight Krang and you go into Dimension X. But what? Oh my! What's the fly?
What is his name?
Sebastian? No.
Bashed.
Sebastian.
Jeff Goldblum.
Fight Jeff Goldblum in fly form? No. I don't remember the fly's name.
I can't either, and I feel terrible. He was played by Tyler Perry in the second movie Out of Shadows, the James Cameron ones with Megan Fox.
Oh, really? He's played by Tyler Perry.
Mhm.
Fly was in
Medea?
it?
Tyler Perry?
Yeah, actor Tyler
He
Perry.
acts outside of his own movies.
Yeah, well, we did pretty good. We
Did we?
played according to my TA.
How long did we play?
My TA says we played for 4 hours and we got 20 out of the 30 achievements.
Look at mine real quick. Brian's not on TA because he is not an achievement hunter of any sort. even though
I'm not.
We've tried. He does not care.
It involves a certain level of skill that I do not possess.
Can I type in TMNT? Yeah.
I just typed in Shredder's Revenge.
TMNT does not work. Turtles in Time Reshelled. When did that come out? Somebody say something. I'm looking this up.
I'm just
So
sitting
one
here thinking
time
about
at
how
band
I'm
camp,
cutting all of this out.
you cut out the dead air. It's fine. Mine says 2 hours. That can't be right.
I mean, I may have tried to do some other stuff on my own, maybe, or
Yeah, but we played it 2 nights. There's no way we played 2 hours over 2 nights. Like 4 hours sounded right.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe that tracking's off on mine. I got.
Because I don't remember how many chapters there were, but we made it through like the first 10 or so
yeah.
the first night.
I got 19 of the 30 achievements. Blake, what was yours?
I got 20.
What you say? I bet that's the Casey
The
Jones
Casey
thing
Jones
that I
one.
did. I did
And
not do.
I think Brian will have one more because I remember one of us played as because near the end we were just kind of like playing around trying different characters, and there's an achievement for beating one of the bosses called the Rat King as Splinter, which we easily could have did but didn't do because we all suck. Breaking 200 objects we didn't do because we suck, and then
we just didn't play a lot.
well, tell you right now, that final
Yeah.
boss was stupid against Super Shredder because there's an achievement for beating him without a boss or without a losing a
Without getting hit or
without
something?
getting hit
Yeah.
because he starts like bing 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 like ping pong.
Yeah, I don't understand how you did that without getting hit. You got some skill.
Like,
Well, there's a video somewhere of people playing the entire game and never getting hit. That's what I
Oh,
like.
yeah, guaranteed.
Our like past guest Ben Cartledge of One Cut It Classics can probably do the entire game without getting hit.
Shoot.
Probably
our cousin Daniel.
he might. Well, I don't know.
I mean, he's probably done it.
without getting hit.
I mean, maybe.
Holler at us, Daniel, if you fought Shredder without getting hit. I want to see it. You put it on your YouTube channel. I'm
No
surprised
video, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he has another Shredder's Revenge video on his YouTube channel. There's you an idea, Daniel. If you need an idea for your YouTube to do a Shredder's Revenge series, I could think of the word.
If you got it on Xbox, we'll
I ain't playing it again.
No,
you
no.
can play. You can play with it. He's got it on PlayStation. You know he does. Anyway, I mean, I feel bad for this because we didn't. By no means did we hate this game or not like this game. There's just not a lot of it. That's the thing. This is the problem.
I feel like we got out of it all that we could get out of it.
Yeah, 2 nights and a break from Dark Souls before moving on to other
to a
stuff.
game that we definitely enjoyed more.
That's not true.
It was one of the best games ever created.
All right,
I think we've kind
we
of
flounder more on this game. Let's move on to the other game.
we didn't slobber on it enough, but I enjoyed it. I did enjoy what
It looked great. It looked fantastic. It played
Sounded good.
It sounded good. I mean, everything about it's good. I'm just not sure. We're not the demographic. We're the demographic for Turtles. We're not the demographic for side-scrolling beat 'em ups.
Before we move on, I took a screenshot of it. I don't actually think I have Brian's number because I'm a bad dirty boy.
I mean, especially considering the person sitting like a few feet from you does have it. I mean, it's not like it's a hidden secret.
But I just took a screenshot, and it's names of songs, and it's the people who sang on those songs. So if you want specifically the Ghostface Killah, I have that song and stuff, and I'm gonna send it to Journey, send it to you.
I'll give you Brian's number off podcast.
Sounds like a lot of work. I don't want that nerd's number.
Anyway, so we're gonna move on to the other game, which I think Brian's been dreading this. So we're more recently, we haven't been doing very good on like who pick. We've been doing this thing where we want everybody to take turns picking a game. But then we started now with Turtles, and after this next game, we just started like as a group picking
because we get excited about certain things. I'm like, let's just play that.
Yeah.
But we need to get back into like putting blame on people. I think this coming up right here. Wait till I get into it. This is the only game we can ever put blame on somebody for a game not panning out. Because there are some other ones that we did play recently, but we were all excited about playing.
Yeah, but
I can't believe Blake picked this one either. It's pretty big.
Yeah, Blake picked a game from a company that he's never played any game from before. I guess you haven't played the other games either.
Heck no.
I don't know how we stumbled upon this. Anyway, let's get into
I watched. Well, I can tell that part when we
Yeah.
get started.
Go ahead and introduce the game and the stuff, and then Brian can tell us why he subjected us to this.
Our next game is it called The Hunt, or is it just Hunt?
Just Hunt.
Just Hunt. Okay.
Good start.
Yeah. Our next game is called Hunt Showdown. And it originally came out on Xbox in 2019 and would come out on PS4 in early 2020. And it is developed and published by Crytek. Now, Crytek has a long and
Storied
storied history. They originally were founded in 1999 out of Frankfurt, Germany, and they have since they grew to have 8 studios, ranging from Ukraine, Istanbul, out in Turkey, Bulgaria, Hungary, South Korea, China, England, and then in the US. And shortly after a THQ, who owned them, filed Chapter 11 in 2014, they were forced to shut down many and consolidate. So they went from 8 studios down to just 2.
we won't go into it again, but we've mentioned we've been to the THQ story on this podcast before.
Yeah.
Just Google it; it's really interesting.
And I do want to originally, we'll get to this. The original concept for this was it was supposed to take place in the Darksiders universe, and you were humans hunting down demons that had escaped from hell. That was the original concept.
Much better than this.
That was the original concept. Now I think they talked about you could choose to be an angel.
I say that there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the setting of this game. Honestly, the not licensed setting of this game is fine. I would say.
Well, because technically the original gameplay, I misread that. You're not humans. You actually played as the 4 horsemen, and it was called Hunt.
That's a huge misread of those.
Well, yeah. Because I saw the word bounty hunter, and I got confused in my notes because that's what this game is. But the original game was based in Darksiders universe, and it was called Hunt, Horsemen of the Gilded Age. And you got to play the 4 horsemen and go down and hunt down bad people from heaven or hell.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be like before, like when all the 4 horsemen were together before they split up before Darksiders. That'd be a cool prequel game.
Yeah.
Won't happen now. But.
No, but then we got this, and we'll let Brian explain why he let us play this completely overhauled version of Hunt, Horsemen of the Gilded Age.
Because it was cheap. It was cheap, and okay, let me paint a picture for you. It's 2020. Everybody knows what happened in 2020. We all got locked in our houses, and we were bored. And so I watched.
Did we really? I only missed 2 days of work.
I didn't miss any days. We got deemed necessary, but still,
We did too, but I
the
got
world-
fired on a Tuesday and then hired on a new job on a Friday.
perfect. It's all because I watched streamers play it. That's the whole thing. I watched streamers play it, and then when I found it this time before we played it, it was only $13, and it came with like a huge list of all the downloadables and all the extras and everything. And I was like, oh wow, you get so much for your money. This is going to be awesome. And so it was an easy sell to Drew, who was like, oh yeah, that's a good price for everything that's coming with it. And then it turns out it was not a good price, and it didn't matter how much junk they gave us. It still didn't help the gameplay and how much fun we were going to have.
So it sounds like you watched streamers who may or may not knew what they were doing when they played the game and made it look really good. So maybe the game is better than we give it credit for because we suck.
Maybe, yeah, that's probably got a lot to do with it. I mean, but I watched a guy from like I don't know, the release on up, but it looked, and I still say that the world looked good and the idea was good, and like the ambiance of the area, that was all cool. It's just the gameplay was lacking. And yeah, they made certain decisions about your characters and everything that does not make a fun game, in our opinion, anyway, put it that way.
That's what I was saying. Like even without the Darksiders license, the game looks fine. Like it has a look to it and like an atmosphere to it that it doesn't need Darksiders to stand on its own. But I think where, like you said, where it falters is the gameplay itself. Like,
Hold on, I'm checking something.
They actually announced in 2021 that they're going to work on a live action television series adaptation of this game. I can't imagine that's going to be
That's what I was
successful.
looking into because I just figured that out.
is the player base even that big?
I
It's something
can't
called
imagine,
Binge.
is it?
What's Binge?
Binge? Never heard of it.
I mean,
There
I'm
we go.
sure it's like a Shutter type streaming service or something like that, where
Maybe
you
it's
pay a small
since
fee.
it's a foreign company, maybe it's a foreign. I mean, racist. Right? But since it's I didn't even know. Today is the first time I ever heard Crytek was not an American company. So that's how much I know. So maybe it's a streaming service in another country.
Maybe so.
Maybe because one of the lead people for it is well, no, it might be kind of decent because it says the main person, the lead producer and the director of it is a dude named Alan Ungar. He's from Canada. He's responsible for a true crime drama called Bandit and Sympathy of the Devil, but he is also responsible for the Uncharted live action fan film with Nathan Fillion.
There's
He
a
did
reason
that.
there's a reason we don't know about Binge. It's because it is a subscription service available in Australia. So there you go.
That explains it. You say binge with an Australian accent, I can't.
I can't say anything. I really wish I could, but I can't.
And that was his November 2021, like that they announced.
Binge is a great word for a streaming service. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not bad,
No.
but yes.
So a Australian streaming service is making a game from a German video game developer,
Making a TV show about it.
TV show from a German, a Canadian. Okay, a Canadian director is making a show. A German, oh my God, a Canadian filmmaker is making a show on a Australian streaming service based off a game from a German video game developer.
Yes.
The world's
It's basically NATO. NATO is going to make this television show. It's going to be great.
The world is coming together. This show will bring about world peace.
All for Hunt
if this show comes to America, I would at least try it.
That's right.
I will try the show
Because it'll give the characters more personality.
Yeah.
No, you don't want the characters to have personality because that's our main problem with this thing. Because your character is going to die.
Well,
So we get into that parts of the game. We got to talk about the gameplay and all that stuff too. But initially, what you have to do, first of all, you're bombarded like any of is this a live service game? Is that what this is? Is that what we talked about that a couple of times on the podcast, or maybe talk off podcast? Live is because the menu is like you're being bombarded with information, like the main menus. You're just like buy this, buy that, look at this, one of these, and here's your characters. And it's just crap.
They call it competitive multiplayer. So I don't think they use the terminology live as service, but I mean, yeah, it's got that. It smacks of it.
That look to it, kind of in a way. So and I'll say about tutorials, this game is maybe lacking just on the upfront aspect of just when you turn it on, it acts like you've been playing forever. There's so much stuff. It's hard to even figure out how to even
play the game,
pick a character, why you're picking that character, loadouts. do the different characters matter? Like there's lots and lots of confusing stuff. There's no onboarding that I remember whatsoever, but we did manage to get into the game eventually. You have to play through a single player tutorial first. But if you want to talk about, if you really want to talk about the characters, I can't remember, were they just cosmetic, or they have individual skills, or do you have to you level up a character to unlock skills? But then like Brian's leading to it, like if that character, they die and they die, they're gone. You just got to move on to another character, which I think is a pretty awful way to do this.
Yeah, because they did have, I guess, whatever XP you could get would unlock different skills and different attributes of each one of the characters. So, I mean, there were benefits to using the different characters, but by the time you've put in all that effort, and like you said earlier, it may be just because maybe we weren't as good as we could have been. We didn't want to spend this time and this effort to build these characters up because we just knew they were about to get rocked the next time we went out and we weren't going to have them anymore.
The game was not easy, that's for sure. So what it does, help me out here. It's been a while since we played it. You do load into, is it one map?
It's one
large-ish map.
I think they call it mid-sized open world map is what they call it.
Well, I think you always it seems like you always spawn in the same place, and you're kind of given, what is that weird vision you have that kind of supposed to point you in the right direction of your objective, and you're going to go. I don't think the thing we're hunting even appears right away.
No, you have to go get clues. Like the first thing that you're after is to go find the clues.
Okay.
And then as you find each clue, like you picked up 3 or whatever, and that helped you narrow down, and your tracker would then point to the lair of the boss. And the boss was always, it was one of 5 monsters, and that was part of what was, I guess, randomly generated on the map. You got one of the 5 options.
Do you remember what the monsters were?
You could tell us, but did we fight all 5 of them?
They are, they're just simply called the Butcher, the Spider, the Assassin, the Scrap Beak, and then the wild card target, the Rotjaw.
Okay, I only think we may have only fought the Butcher and the Spider.
I think we fought the Assassin. Yeah, I think we fought the Assassin once.
Okay, I don't remember Rotbeak. Is that what it's called?
Rotjaw and Scrapbeak. No, I don't remember either one of those.
I don't think they were added afterwards, because that's what the game. Well, we did a bunch of play.
They said it had some DLC after the fact, but I didn't know it was
like it was.
Still waters run deep.
Yeah, I feel like when we played, we gave it a fair, 2 or 3 nights of this, but it was like so limited on how much can you hunt the same? You say the same thing about Monster Hunter, I guess, but like
there's a lot more monsters in Monster Hunter.
Yeah, like we get in, we're like going to hunt one of the 3 things that we fought over, and we fought the Butcher like 5 times. I feel like the Spider 2 or 3 times. It's like, come on, I need some. If this is the point of the game, you gotta have variety.
Well, not just that, is it had like a loose competitive thing, because you'd spawn into these maps and then other hunters.
That's what killed us. Other hunters. That's what another thing, that because we're not us 3 together. We're not PvP.
Because it would spawn you in a map and you would have between 2 or 3 targets, and whoever killed the most and dipped out, because you had to track it, then you had to go hunt it down and kill it.
Did your tracking mark it for other hunters?
I don't think
no, your tracking doesn't.
But if you guys are both tracking the same monster, you and another group could come to the same location where you're tracking.
And you can shoot each
and
other.
We got into multiple combat situations and we're like, this sucks.
And then whoever picks up the bounty then gets marked for everybody, and that was the downside, because there's 2 ways to play.
You had to carry the bounty to the exit.
There's 2 ways to play. You can either go out and get it yourself and then bring it back, or you can just choose to stake out the extraction point once it shows, and you can just murk the people that got it, and then you become the winner of the match.
Now, I was looking into it. We're talking about the permadeath for your characters. You don't, because you rank up or level up, and you're perfectly fine until level 10.
Yep.
After level 10, when you hit, what do you call it? Bloodline rank 11. Once you hit rank 11, then death becomes permanent.
Which is so...
it's counterintuitive. Why do you want to put this much effort and time into this character and then get all the way to a high rank, and then all of a sudden that's when you can lose all your progress?
Especially online. Do you imagine anybody playing an online game facing other players?
Can you imagine how mad your Fortnite fan base would be if they lost that skin
every time that much effort? And you're talking, come on, it's such weird. And there's no, like, the rewards of playing the game do not in no way outweigh the loss of losing a character. There's no, like, and then, like, I think we all lost a character, and that's about when we were like, I think we're kind of done with this. Like, this sucks. Like, we were kind of like
losing the character was the nail in the coffin for sure.
Proverbial nail in the coffin.
Yeah. Which was a bummer.
It just dumps you back to the screen, and you got like, and we're on quote unquote unlocking other characters. Like, I don't know who these people. They all pop out. They all have cool art and costumes. And
Yeah, they look awesome.
Little stories about who they are. I'm like, I don't know what none of
They're
this
randomly
means.
generated.
They're randomly generated.
They don't matter.
So there's not. So we're not unlocking specific characters. We're unlocking randomly generated nonsense. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah, because it never ends.
I thought they had stories. I thought they had little who they were.
Do, but
they do.
AI nowadays, chat GPS or whatever.
Well, I don't think that's what it was. I thought we were unlocking. I thought they had like a cast of specific characters, and you were just like working your way through these because they all had costumes and stuff too.
Under the tab will be 4 hunters with random names, appearances, loadouts, and background.
Wow.
Because you think about it, they have to be never ending, because if you actually like this game, you're going to lose all these people, you know?
Maybe you're just supposed to not
get attached.
Not get attached to the characters, but like, what's the point of building
I didn't
them up
realize
if they die?
they're random till literally just now as I'm reading it.
Like, all the work of hunting and doing this stuff just to build up a character for it to die just seems so backwards. Or find some other reason to, if you want to have packs of characters, or if you're trying to sell characters, find some other reason. Or, I mean, Fortnite, like you said, but Fortnite makes billions of dollars just off cosmetics.
That's what their goal was initially.
But these characters have skills. Like, you lose a character that levels up and has skills, and that character dies, and you're just like, and you'll default to another random character who has
that starts at 1 bloodline level
1 and doesn't have any of the skills you liked.
But then you can use hunt dollars to buy that skill again.
Exactly.
Because you're the random nature is the things that were generated were tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. Tier 1 came with literally nothing. Tier 2 would come with a specific trait, and then tier 3 would come with a specialized in a weapon with 2 traits. But it was random what you got. But if you liked that ability, you liked that specialization, guess what?
You can buy that.
You can get it back with hunt dollars, which I think you got in game, but you could also purchase with real money.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Which it was a big downer. Well, there's also this random piece of info I'll throw in that we didn't actually take advantage of. But there are 2 modes. There's that bounty hunt mode, which is what we played, and then there is a battle royale mode that they call, like, they mold it. It used to be called quick play, and then got changed to Soul Survivor or something like that. But so they tried to, I don't know, leverage to get even more money by throwing that battle royale in there.
The battle royale, is that just you go in there, so there's no monsters, you just go in there and fight each other, basically?
Yeah, it lasts for 15 minutes. You start with minimal equipment, like a low grade pistol or shotgun or something, and a low grade melee weapon, and then it's just who you find 4 rifts on the map, and you activate the wellspring, and then it's pretty much you try to get out at the end of the 15 minutes with the wellspring, which it turns out that's what we were trying to evacuate with. When you get the bounty, you're getting the wellspring and taking that to the extraction point, which is, this is all information that I learned when I was looking into this game to talk about it, because we didn't care enough while we were playing it to know what was actually going on. Like, the best part about this game was the setting, and then like the ambiance and everything. Like, they did awesome on that, but then they made weird decisions. Yeah, it looked good, and it was creepy. I mean, fighting that spider in the barn, and we're trying to burn it with that was cool. But like we said before, the other bounty hunters that aren't people we know at all pop up and then start murking us in the back while we're just trying to kill this spider. If we could do it, it was just us 3. You're like just our team, and we're going out to do these bounties and bring them back. Like, it would have been a lot more fun to me anyway.
Yeah,
and I could maybe unlock some cosmetics and stuff, just for something.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, I did find out too that there's another thing you can spend money on.
Of course,
you have tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 hunters. Then you have the legendary hunter, which costs 200 hunt dollars, which comes with 3 random traits and a completely empty inventory that's bigger than tier 1, 2, or 3.
And then take them to you spend 200 hunt dollars, take them to the first fight, and they die immediately.
Only after they hit level 11.
Yeah, you get to fight all the way to level 11, and then you lose your 200 hunt dollars. Yeah, and you're gonna die because they don't provide enough ammunition in the map to actually shoot things.
And you can get 200 hunt dollars for 45 easy payments of $10.99.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, how much
it's gonna be like
a hunt dollar was.
99 cents a dollar, and there's always some weird crazy conversion. So back to the battle royale. you talk about that you had to do more than just shoot folks. I feel like that's an extra layer of complication that like that's what separates it. That's why I think besides the childish art direction and stuff, why like Fortnite's so successful, a part of it is just there's no major thought process to it. You just drop in and you shoot folks. That's all you have to do in
shoot
Fortnite.
folks, destroy things. Just those are your options.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Ella's just gonna creep through the background there. Apparently. Hello.
Nerd.
He's not welcome on the podcast. This is boys only.
Yeah. Get back in your room and stay there.
Uh,
I'm looking at this and people talking about, ooh, you can farm them. You ain't got to buy them. And this number one rated comment on Reddit was like, oh yeah, just run free hunters. I have made 20K in just under 10 hours of gameplay over the last few days. It's easy. I'm not spending.
also
No,
have to
10
like the
hours
game.
of your life doing this
Just to farm currency to buy something that could die.
after level 10.
Again, that's just like
It says the only thing to do is just tell everyone to use free hunters, which is the tier ones, the easy
I'm
one.
sure that's what we were doing. We did everything after we bought
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
whatever we bought. And do we even know, like, we bought this, whatever, $13. What did we get in that pack? Does anybody remember or know?
No, not at all. But I mean, it was a lot
I'm sure
of
we
DLC
got some hunt.
and
I'm sure we got
stuff.
some hunt dollars.
Oh,
But do we get
guaranteed.
DLC of characters that didn't die? Is that the thing? That's what I'm asking.
I'm sure we did.
Or weapons or something? I don't even.
I'm trying to look real quick on my Xbox on my computer, but
Well, the funny thing is we're bitching and moaning about the gameplay cycle, and you're like,
Yes,
your
we
characters
are.
just die if you lose. You get to restart all over, and its number one praise is its innovative gameplay loop.
they missed that.
So I don't understand, but
I mean,
the crazy thing is how much we didn't like it is how well it's received by everybody. I'm seeing 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s, 7 out of 10s.
they ain't got that big of a player base. Because granted, we complain about the other players showing up, but like, say we did like 10 hunts, I think people showed up like twice. I feel
Yeah,
like.
and it's supposed to support up to 12 players at a time, and I don't ever remember
Like
seeing more
groups of
than
three.
one
No,
other.
we only
yeah,
saw
one other team of
group.
3.
Yeah, so you think it'd be like hitting as hard with multiple. Maybe it was a mode we were in or a setting that we only get one other team on the screen or something like that. We poked at the settings trying to play by ourselves, but it won't let you.
We're missing the obvious answer here, and it comes to us through the television announcement. This is obviously super popular in Australia. That can be the only answer. This must be super popular in Australia, and they love it down there.
Things just hit places differently, I guess.
Well, yeah,
Maybe the map's based off Australia.
it almost feels like maybe some of these ratings are paid, because I'm looking at some of this stuff. Critics praised the game for its innovative gameplay loop and noted the game offered a very unique experience when compared to other multiplayer games on the market. Though some critics also complained that the game had a lack of content at launch.
I guess.
I mean, it had a decent amount of content by the time we got to it, but the thing is, was it anything that was useful at all?
I don't know.
I don't even really remember what guns I
A
was
limited
using.
number of maps and weapons make the
link-
game feel incredibly repetitive past a certain point. There's only so many flocks of crows, creaking boardwalks, and maimed horses I can see before I'm done.
Yeah, that's what I said. When you lead, like, there's like 5 things to hunt, and once you after the first time you hunt all 5, we kind of ran into this when we played. However much later we'll have a Monster Hunter podcast. You fight that monster 2 or 3 times, and you're like, okay, I've seen it.
I've seen everything this game has to offer.
Yeah, but at least Monster Hunter had like who knows 100 monsters, whatever it had. We fought the butcher 2 or 3 times, and it was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready to. There should be
And
like
Monster
a new,
Hunter-
there should be a new hunt every month in that game at least.
And Monster Hunter at least has different maps, different biomes. I mean, this one, I think I remember
the
us
same
talking
map.
about the fact that the map never changed. Sure,
Well,
where the clues
locale
were was
did.
randomly, where the clues were randomly different, and where you popped up was different. But
To what?
I wonder if where you fight things is random too, because like you said, we fought the spider in that barn, and that worked out really. Fighting that spider was really good in that barn. Do you fight the spider like out in the open? Because that'd be less
terrible.
That's less entertaining than fighting it crawling around this barn.
Well, I think everything was slightly contained. Because we
Because
fought
always fight the spider in the barn, because that also becomes the second time we would fight the spider in the barn. That's not fun no more. We done seen that.
I mean, I think the boss locations were
Static.
not static, but they had a choice, because we fought something inside like that. What was it, a coal mine? We had like all the mine carts going around with filled with coal. That's where we were attacked by another group of people in that coal mine. There was the barn, then there was
I think that was
some
the
sort of, like,
assassin.
some sort of like waterfront property, almost like a lake or something. But I think those zones, whatever, 5, 6, 8 of them, the boss would randomly appear in one of those 8 locations. Because we went to another one that was like an actual mine, like it was like a underground, and we went up into the shack, and Yeah, but
Mm.
I don't think the game had weather. There wasn't like it wasn't like raining or
No.
day or nighttime. It was
I had plenty of fog though. It had fog and mist or whatever.
Setting the mood, yeah.
Yeah.
The dour mood of the whole game.
Oh, and then the whole time there were the extra like the zombies. I forget what they called them, but
the
there were
grunts.
the grunts.
Zombies?
Well, there were remember there was just regular enemies.
Yeah, grunts, hives, or armorids. Apparently, I don't know what the armorid was, but yeah,
What do
I
you
remember
think
the
it was?
hives.
Armored enemies.
I
Probably
guess.
zombies walking around in police armor, and then I think the
Oh
other
yeah,
ones.
that's
What was
I
it?
just said armorids. That's armoreds. My bad.
And I think the hive ones like blew up on you. They were like,
Maybe.
and they threw poison at you. Like,
Oh yeah, no, the hive was like when it was like insects or something, and then they just murked you. I remember those. Like
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
those
anger
murdered the
those. Those things
heck out
came
of
after
us.
you, and you couldn't escape them. There was no running away.
I feel like what we played, though what we played was the released final product. I feel like we played a beta. Is
That's a
honestly
good
what it felt like.
description. Yeah, that's a good
Like it
description.
was missing content or something.
It-
Yeah.
I wonder if we had to play no,
More?
We fought 3 of the 5 monsters. So I don't know if we had to play to a certain point to unlock the full experience, but like you really only do the tutorial one time and you fight the butcher and then it just cuts you loose in the rest of the game, I guess. So I think we did kind of what we're supposed to do.
I mean, there's only one obvious solution: is that we all reinstall it, and this afternoon we get together for a 6-hour hunt showdown fest. That's all we got.
10-hour minimum if you want to
Okay,
get
yeah,
20,000.
we got to get
$100.
20,000 hunt dollars. That's a good point.
We have to grind that out together. No thanks. Anybody got anything else for this?
Now I was trying to find the monsters again, so I wanted to figure out like how we could unlock them.
I don't remember how do we pick when we picked a hunt.
No,
Okay,
I think
so-
I think your
your
monster was
clues-
random.
What did we have different clues? Like you found a spider clue or you found a butcher
It
clue.
looks like you found like a boot print or a
That's
claw
because
mark.
like the different teams could go different directions if they wanted to and hunt different monsters.
Right.
I think the whatever clues were on the map were random. Who knows how it worked?
From what I read, like, yeah, there's the monsters, there's different ones on the map, and then yeah, you get the clues, you figure out your monster, and then it's kind of like luck of the draw whether it's the same monster that another team is going for or not. But to extract and actually win to get hunt dollars or whatever else, I guess, you had to have one of those well springs from taking out the monster and then escape with it at the extraction
And
point.
sprinting across the map was not entertaining.
No.
Because your
And all
exits-
the I don't guess ambiance characters that you could fight, none of them were that difficult. You just had to go around them. Basically, you didn't have to engage if you didn't want to, which is lucky because you don't have enough ammunition for anything like that anyway. It's a first person shooter with way too limited ammo.
we probably should mention out in the front end. It
Well,
was the first we did not at any point.
Yeah,
say this
we
was a
didn't say
first-person
that,
shooter.
no. But it is.
Me and Blake are
Just-
bad about that on the podcast sometimes, talking about a whole lot about a game and like, did we say what kind of game it was?
It was FPS.
Yeah.
And it was apparently the DLC also added in a few extra monsters, the water devil and the meathead, and everything about this game looks good. Everything was creepy. All the monsters were creepy, even the grunts, the hive, the emulsion things, the ones that were on fire and ran at you, they were kind of ashy. Remember those ones that
Yeah.
if you meleeed them, you caught on fire too, so you had to shoot them.
The more we
And-
talk about it, the more I think this would make a good TV series. If the hunters actually had interesting backstories and then they
It
have to
had
go on these.
personality and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it'd be good.
and cool. They
And
could
what happens is they die. It's like a reality show. If they die in the TV show, they're gone, and then they just randomly the next actor they go into a room and a bunch of stuff is just randomly selected for them. Here's a hat, a jacket, this pair of pants, this gun, and they're on the show until they die.
Or, no, they take it like an anthology. Like the character dies but comes back. Hey guys, I'm Bill. Bill dies. He goes, hey guys, I'm Rick. You look just like Bill. He was my brother, or some stupid thing like
I look just like him, except I have this hat now.
that. He wore a red hat. I wore a blue hat.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance that show never sees the light of day, but I would at least give it a fair swing.
I mean, at the very least, they keep the episode count down. You give it 8 to 10 episodes. You got 5 seasons, one for each monster.
That is bold.
Yeah.
You don't think they would hunt a monster in one episode?
No, because you have to track it. You got to build suspense. You got to introduce characters, and they got to somehow work in that other settlements are hunting the monster too. To you know what I mean?
You at least got to have one episode for clues and then one episode for the battle.
Whole episode
gotta-
about clues.
Right.
There's
take
got to
a-
be drama. Now, the kind of we're kind of doing this out of order. We never actually talked about Crytek and the other games that they made.
We're too far gone.
I know.
Yeah.
Way too far gone.
Everyone knows that they made Crysis. Anyway.
And everybody knows that Crysis's main claim to fame is just smoking computers. That's their main thing. They can kill your graphics card.
Do we have anything else we want to add? Maybe something you liked about the game, a favorite weapon?
I don't even remember what guns I was shooting. I lean towards rifles in most games.
Like what, single shot or
bolt action rifles? Like that's what I lean toward. That's what I'm using in our current Twitch thing is our current co-op endeavor, which is Division. At least lean towards rifles.
I think I used a shotgun mostly the whole time we were doing this, but that was only because it had the most stopping power. Because, like we talked about before, ammunition's so limited that you really had to pay attention to that, which kind of sucked.
Did the characters have special skills, even though randomly selected? Do we have like powers or anything? Seems like a game where,
traits.
Some of them are like, seems like a game where we'd have powers. It's bad, I can't remember.
Yeah, but I think the only major power that I remember is that weird hunter vision or whatever to let you track things.
We all had that though.
Yeah,
might be about it. Let's see if he's got anything else.
I mean, one thing I did like the, I guess, ambiance or whatever. Like when we first played, before we realized that it sucked, it was fun, like running through this world and being kind of freaked out, and it had that weird like end of the world horror vibe. That was good. It just got old real quick once you figured out nothing mattered. So
I love you said like being creeped out in horror. There's not enough. I'd like to have a genuine co-op horror game that was actually kind of scary. Would be. There's not enough. There's lots of horror games out there, but not enough co-op. I guess because it's hard to be scared when you got friends. But I'd love a good co-op horror experience.
We need to try Phantasmaphoria sometime. You seen that?
I've heard about it. Ghost hunting with we'll definitely have to have a whole. That'd be cool. That'll be on our list to play. Is it on console? Yeah, I know it's coming.
I don't think it is yet.
It's coming soon. I think it's been out. I know one of those things has been like a phenomenon on PC.
It's been out on PC for years now.
I don't follow streamers, so I never hear about it. But yeah, ghost hunting co-op. That'll be. Maybe hopefully it's scary and not like cheesy.
Well, I've watched a couple of streams about it. I mean, this is totally off topic, but yeah, it's scary enough, I think. Especially you're gonna have to wear headphones and get that full immersive sound and everything. Because
I'll play all games with headphones.
Yeah, because like you split up and go different places in the house or whatever that you're investigating. Like one person can hear voices and hear something, even and you're not in the same room, and so that
could be cool. Me and Blake have mentioned it on the podcast before. Have you played Man of Medan yet?
No, I haven't yet.
See, that works more like it's we didn't like it that much, but it's one of the very, very few co-op kind of horror experiences. And that game mess with the different characters. Like I read on the podcast. Remember, I read a collectible and looked at it. And I walked away, and then when Blake looked at the same collectible, like a ghost jumped out of it or something and scared the crap out of him. It was so funny because I've been in a different room with him, and I hear him scream from across the house.
And you're like, "What is wrong with you?"
Yeah, because a ghost jumped out of this freaking book or something and scared the hell out of you. That was really good. That's just fun stuff. Hopefully the what's it called? Phantasmophobia will have we'll have cool. I'm hoping to have cool moments where one of us is getting screwed with while the other two are not, and someone's actually creeped out.
I hope when it comes to console, it's as cheap as it is on PC right now. Because right now that game is going for like $11.19. So it won't be that cheap, but it'd be great if it was.
It'd be a we always say we're not a Game Pass podcast. We might as well be, but that'd be a good Game Pass release. That'd really fluff the player base.
Yeah, right.
We'd buy it. It's such a cool idea. I'm not an idea that I'm surprised hasn't come out before now.
Yeah, seriously.
Ghost hunting co-op game. It seems like a obvious, especially with all that, because my wife watched all of Ghost Adventures. That show's been going for like 25 years.
Oh yeah, people still love it. There hasn't
been a game. Yeah, she just watched new episodes the other day. I was like, how's there not been a game for this? But I mean, there is now. So hopefully it'll be. And so it's not on Game Pass. We'll buy it because it's such a cool idea to not, and perfect for like 3 grown men streaming and try not to be screaming
like little girls.
I'm scared.
I ain't scared at all.
Why do I gotta go downstairs by myself? That's what they do in the Ghost Adventures. I don't like Ghost Adventures because I pretty much hate the main guy. Zach Bagans is one of the biggest douchebags on the planet. I hate that dude, but I've seen enough of it because my wife was watching it. But they always send the same guy, one of his partners. They always send him somewhere by himself. So that's what we'll be doing probably. Blake's the scaredest jumpest of all of us. Blake's the jump. I think I don't know how jumpy you are, Brian. Blake is
Not
extremely
very.
jumpy. All right, good. So we'll be sending Blake everywhere by himself,
Well, the funny thing is,
planning ahead.
I'm
We're gonna have to
incredibly
attack
jumpy
this
in,
like we're on a show.
in like my home because I'm not expecting it.
I just
Root
walk in-
sneaks
I
around
just
the
walk
house.
into a room and Blake jumps out of his freaking chair. Yeah, I'm stealthy.
I'm stealthy.
Or all the times like people who, if you come to our streams, a lot of times Blake falls asleep on our streams because he can't stay awake. I will walk into his room just to wake him up, and Blake always wakes up startled.
I'm gonna get
Absolutely.
murdered in my
I'll walk into
sleep.
his room like, "Hey Blake," he wakes up like I'm attacking him. To record that sometime and put it on our social media. He does
that'd be a
wake
good
up
clip.
like he's being attacked. I'll start recording a couple of times when I wake him up, post record and see if I get some good recordings. I'll post it on our social media. We veered way off topic, talking about other games we'd rather be playing.
Yes.
That's how you know it was so good.
Yeah. Do we know we could have mentioned it here because we've played. I don't know how many folk. We have a few handful of folks, one or two ever that show up to our streams. You should definitely come to our streams and take part in them and stuff like that because it makes these episodes. I think when you are watching the streams and you listen to it, it makes these episodes better because we talk about stuff we did and more in the games. But do we know
games we enjoyed more? You talk about it better.
Do we remember the order? Because we do these podcasts in the order in which we play the game. Every game from here forward we've beat, right?
Yes,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's after this? We jumped into
Grounded.
So it was Grounded. Okay. Which I think I technically put Grounded forward to something I wanted to play. So I thought it'd be more interesting than it turned out being. So we have Grounded coming up not next episode of this podcast, but next time we do one of these, we'll wait a couple of episodes.
Lockstock Two Smoke Controllers presents Lockstock and Two Smoke Controllers co-op endeavors.
Perfect.
So that's Grounded, and then
Anthem.
Who pitched Anthem?
I don't remember.
I think that may have been me.
Did you pitch Anthem?
Because we're like, we need something that may or may not suck. And I was like, it looks
Anthem
cool.
was our placeholder waiting for Monster Hunter to come out.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Waiting for Monster Hunter
Rise to come.
And I think it was my turn to pick after Grounded, and the choices.
I pitched Grounded then.
And then I was like, I want to, because it's going to leave Game Pass. It was Marvel's Avengers, Anthem, and something else.
Mm-hmm.
And
Outriders, I think, was the other one.
Outriders.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
That we had as an option.
I thought the pitch was things we don't really care about, but we want to kill time for Monster Hunter.
Exactly.
It was Anthem, and because I'm interested. Outriders is supposed to be very good.
Oh yeah, I am too.
So it might have been just between Anthem and Avengers.
Something that we knew might suck, but we were like, oh, we'll play it until Monster Hunter comes out. Was literally the goal.
So
and that's why we didn't go with Outriders, because I don't know anything about it, but y'all
Outriders
seem
supposed to be.
genuinely
So next time we need a shooter of some sort, we might lean back towards Outriders.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we did that, and then we obviously did Monster Hunter, and from Monster Hunter we pivoted into Monster Hunter. We did not beat one because we'll talk about it on the podcast. Monster Hunter doesn't have an. I guess you could beat the main campaign. We didn't get that far, and then we pivoted from Monster Hunter into shooting, which is ironic because I pitched more or less the Division 2 because I wanted to shoot guns for a little bit when I spent my entire time in Monster Hunter shooting a gun. I don't know why I wanted to pitch Division 2, but we're in Division 2 right now.
Very different gun. Very different gun.
Very different gun. So now we're in Division 2. If you want to come participate and stuff like that. And then from Division 2, even though Microsoft is in the trying to acquire Activision and put all the games on Game Pass, blah blah blah, Brian conned me into buying Diablo 2 Resurrected. So now
it was so cheap.
It was $15. You get Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. It was
and every DLC, added everything.
Yeah.
For both, I think.
For both.
Yeah, for both.
Resurrected doesn't really have any deal. Resurrected has some cosmetic DLC or something. No, the expansion's included.
Yeah.
So you get Diablo 3 and all of its shenanigans. Yeah, so anyway, $15. I was like, God, like you told me Brian had bought it, and I was like, if this Activision deal goes through, it's going to be on Game Pass. Man, $15 is a sick deal, and this Activision thing's been going on forever.
$15 for 2 games and all DLC and expansions for the 2 games.
Yeah,
and those are good for so many hours, many hours.
We'll definitely, because me and Blake had never played Diablo 2 before. We've only played Diablo 3. So after Division, we'll be moving over into Diablo 2, and from there we'll
so whose choice is Diablo 2 going to be?
We all are very excited to play Diablo 2.
Yeah, I don't know if we can attribute that to any one of us because we're all pretty pumped.
Make it Brian, since he's the one who forced you to buy it.
Woo! I'm fine with that.
Why is it only in Brian's pick we have to buy stuff?
He's because he's
I
rich.
don't know. Yeah, that's obviously it.
This is the homeowner with a pool.
I got a pool. It ain't finished yet, but it's there.
Hey, it's got water in it.
It does. Yeah.
We swum.
Swam?
Swum.
We swummed?
Hey,
No.
he's the rider.
Not swummed, it's swum. Swum is the past
We
tense.
swammed.
It's
We
like
swammed.
thunk.
We swammed. I like swammed.
We swam. We swammed real good.
You don't swimmed, you don't swummed. It's
We always say we always say on the podcast on our streams you were public school.
yeah, we do go to public school in the South. Why
We swammed.
we don't need education when you have the Bible in hand.
It's all the education you need, boy.
You think Jesus swum? No, he walked on the water. You
Oh.
don't need that.
Oh,
He
that
walked.
is
He
irrefutable.
walked on the water.
He woked.
He woked it. No, he didn't do any woke nothing. Don't you be putting
That's
that out there.
true.
I don't know, he went to sleep
Make
for
that
3
very
days.
clear. Anyway, we are way off topic. Anyway, the hunt.
It makes sense. Post-apocalyptic demons. We were talking about religion. It counts.
Yeah, right. That's
lots of demons and religion in Diablo 2. Anyway, that's where we are. The hunt. This is a weird episode. We half talked about 2 games and rambled on about other stuff.
take home
I don't know.
message. We liked Shredder's Revenge. It was good for what it is, and we did not like Hunt Showdown
For what it is.
for what it is.
Anybody got anything else to add to this podcast before we wrap this thing up?
Narp.
No,
All right. So I guess I'm not going to do any kind of social. The only social media thing, not even social media thing, we'll do. I was like, this whole podcast here is about our Twitch channel, so it's twitch.tv/2 smoking controllers. Just follow that or follow our Twitter to get notified when we go live on that. There's no schedule of that. This is probably why we're such bad streamers. We don't. It's hard to schedule things. We all have family and kids, and Blake's got dogs, and we have a lot of just whatever. We suck. We're adults, and it's hard to get all together. So we try at least once a week to get together to play our current game, Division 2. So if you just follow us on Twitch or follow us on Twitter or Facebook, whatever, the podcast, you will get notified when we're going to go live. So we like people to come, at least come and drop in for a few minutes, say hi, if anything, come do that. And then that's it. We do that. And then we eventually, when we get through the games, we come do these. We're not really planning these episodes too much either. These episodes fall in when me and Blake don't have another game to talk about. So we got to drop in one of these co-op endeavors episodes because we haven't played, because I've been playing nothing but Assassin's Creed and God of War Ragnarok, so I don't have any games to talk about because I haven't played anything in a while. That's why our last episode was this Young Souls and what was the other game?
Kraken Academy?
No.
it wasn't Kraken Academy.
Anyway, but me and Blake usually have a stockpile of small games we beat over time, and unless we're both playing large things, because Blake's also playing Ragnarok and Blake's playing Death Stranding, and
Telling Lies was the other
Telling
one.
Lies. There we
Yeah.
go. Anyway, so we try not to talk about AAA stuff on this podcast too much if we can avoid it, but that's all. We kind of just stumbled into playing nothing but bigger games for a moment. We'll find some more small things to play. If anybody's got any recommendations for any silly, weird games you think we like for the podcast, let us know. We'll buy it probably.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll make you feel a bit guilty about buying it.
Pretend we like it. If a listener tells us to buy a game,
The game was really good.
Blake just winked on the.
I was going to say
video.
winks aren't audible, just so you know.
That's just real crusty.
I need you to say wink.
Get that loser out of the background. Tell her to go to her room.
That's mean. She's already not watching her YouTube videos just to give us the time we need.
Funny. All right, we're done rambling. We got to wrap this thing up because now Brian has to edit out so much nonsense out of this podcast now. Good thing we pay him the big bucks to edit for us.
That's right. It's my retirement plan.
All right, so that's all we got. I'll say bye from here.
And adieu.
And I want to wish everybody a good evening and good night.